Well, it's Sunday. You guys are going to see a whole mishmash of clips in this vlog, I'm sure. But I got a few things to do today. I went and mowed all the grass yesterday. I didn't get any videos of that. You guys don't really need to, but now it's a lot easier to take the cars out here and drive around a little bit, not really get too stuck. But the dirt's not nearly as soft as it's been. But the riding mower does a really damn fine job with the cutting of the grass. And the transmission for that's on the way. That was shipped out, I think yesterday or the day before. I don't remember, but come on. Anyways, so I've got this mower in the back yet again. This thing has been a real pain in the ass. And my phone's going off and everybody's wanting to talk to me today, and might as well just roll the windows down. Got both the bat wings open in the back. But anyways, this damn lawnmower keeps having all these different issues. And before, it was the blade control cable wasn't grounding out the magneto properly. So I went through all the work of finding another one that works and, putting it back together and doing this and that. And I tried a different handle, and then, I found out that the handle that was on the thing to begin with worked the best. So I went back to that handle and got the blade control cable to work. Well, this thing has got that damn auto choke system, and you guys have heard me bitch about this a million times before, I'm sure. And it's like the Honda lawnmowers I've never had this issue with. Even the Kohler motors I've never had this issue, but so because this thing's an auto primer, it relies on you pulling the cord and trying to start the mower as normal to bring up essentially fuel into the throat of the carburetor and basically prime it automatically, which there's no primer bulb on it. Well, that's a huge pain in the ass, because when these things get old and they just get some age in them, they just don't really want to work right. So this one, I've been able to get it going and get it started, but it's after like 6 or 7 pulls and messing with that thing, which is now broken. I don't know why that broke. This is a brand new carburetor throttle control, and yeah, that thing just broke clean off. Because I'm at the point now where I'm tired of messing with this motor. If it was my own personal lawnmower, I wouldn't really care, because it's not really all that difficult for me to start it and get it going. But this isn't something that I'm going to pass on to somebody else. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is swap another motor onto it, one that's been sitting around for a while. I just have not found, anything suitable yet to use it on. And then I went and filled up one of the gas cans. But it's just another day out here trying to make some extra money on the side. And I can't forget, but we have an important passenger in the front passenger seat. The 18-pack of Budweiser. I don't really drink all that much. Used to drink a lot more, then just kind of quit. So I started gaining weight. You guys know how that goes. But I've really kind of delegated the drinking to a weekend thing now. So here's the old motor. I'm going to drain all the old gas out of it. Well, it's not old gas, it's fresh gas. I just put it in yesterday. And then I'm going to end up putting it into this motor. I've already made the measurements. The crankshaft is the correct length. So this thing has literally been sitting for like the past 3 months. And I've not found a decent deck and bag to use it with yet. Really until now. And I'd much rather use it on something a little nicer than this, but at the moment I think this is the best condition deck and bag I've got. It allows me to move another mower, and I can actually sell this thing a little bit more than I could have with that one on it. So go ahead and install this. They're pretty easy to install. So hopefully I have the correct size washers. Might have some more somewhere else. But I found the correct size blade for it. Lucky enough, turns out I don't even need the washers. This one already has the, this adapter already has the star pattern here, and it just goes right in like that. So there you go. Now this particular lawnmower turns counterclockwise, so it's gonna end up working out anyways. Go ahead and throw our adapter on. And so now it's on. Go ahead and turn the lawnmower over. Could have used probably a bigger blade, but oh well, that should be fine. So here's the finished result. I got my upgraded third hand on. And these things are meant to be run at about half throttle on a lawnmower, so you have to wire the throttle in place. Now again, if this was my own personal lawnmower, I would just throw a manual throttle on there and no one would be the wiser. But because I'm going to pass this on to, I have to assume, somebody who doesn't know how to really work a lawnmower other than pull the cord and hope it starts, well, that's kind of what I have to work with. So, but anyways, these Predator engines seem to be pretty damn good motors. This thing was starting and dying, so I just pulled the carburetor apart and cleaned it out. Did a bit of a redneck quick clean, and it seems to have cleared it up. So let's go ahead and start it. I'm just going to let this thing run for about 20 minutes, and I put fresh gas in it. The bowl had some old gas. So anyways, let's go ahead and give her a start. I'm just going to let it run. Well, so you guys didn't see it, but I took the motor off of this lawnmower here, this deck, and reason being is because the transmission in this thing is shot. When they get old and screwed up like that, they tend to lock, and then they'll work, and then they'll lock again, and make a lot of noise. And I'm not going to sell this thing on to somebody like that, so keep the bag, keep the rear end off of these, because that bag marries up to it. And I usually keep the handlebar and the cable, but I'll throw the deck away. And as you guys can see over here, I have a whole bunch of wheels and, you know, all sorts of stuff that I take off of these mowers before I decide to trash them. Not a thing gets wasted, at least as far as I can help it. Yeah, hopefully everything works out good. I just need to find a new deck to put that one on. Well, so now it's time to take the mower back to the house. Won't be too difficult to get it back in there. So I got the mower loaded. Now it's ready to go back to the garage, and hopefully I can sell it. Still got to blow all that stuff off of it, but it's fine how it is for now. Gotta say, I'm still fucking really happy with this van. I've been riding around town with the overdrive off, though. I've heard that's kind of a good thing to do with these transmissions. Well, any transmission in town, while you're using it in town, is good to drive around with the overdrive off. But anyways, so I'm gonna go drop this off, go get some lunch, and probably go and do a little bit more picking. Well, so I did some trash picking today, and I found this box fan. It's plugged in. Looks to be in fairly old and worn condition. The grill is a little dirty. Blades are pretty dirty. But I figured this would be the issue with this. Go ahead and turn it on. It's got 2 speeds. It's not spinning up as fast as it should be. But it does work. Pushes a fair amount of air. But both speeds work. This is a Pencrest 50 fan. From what I could see online, these date back to the late 60s, early 70s. And these old fans, you're actually supposed to oil these bearings in these as part of, you know, routine maintenance. I don't believe that they're sealed. But I think that's the issue with this thing, is it just wasn't oiled up and, lubed and looked after. As you guys can see, the inside of that motor is really dirty. So I'm going to have to do a full detail for retail on this. Well, so I figured I'd get you guys a proper ending to this video. It's now Monday morning, and this thing's ready to go. I've got to brush some of the dirt and grass off of it because I mowed my own lawn with it yesterday. I've already got a buyer for it. It was really quick. I ended up holding it for them until this evening. And I don't do that for everybody. In fact, I could make a whole video on how I deal with and, even judge people on Craigslist before I meet them. This way has worked for me ever since I started using Craigslist, as far as, holding stuff for people. And if they talk to me in a very punctual manner, and if they're friendly and they don't make any demands or anything like that, then typically I will hold it for them. There's a lot of people on Craigslist that just think that, their offer is, God's gift to you, and that you're not going to get another one like it. And they seem to think that they're fucking entitled to whatever you're selling. And it's like, no, I don't work like that. I'm not going to deal with you. And a lot of those people I've hung up on, or, just flat out told not to call me again and stuff like that. And, that's pretty much the end of it. But, there are good people that use Craigslist, and usually I'm pretty good at being able to tell if they're good or not. Need to hold something for them, or, wait a little bit until, they can get all the money together. And the way I've been doing it has not failed me yet. I've dealt with a lot of very happy people that I have no problem dealing with. It's just the people that try and, pull wool over your eyes or bullshit you and everything in between. That's where I start to get irritated. But as long as, nobody's bullshitting me, and I think I have a pretty decent bullshit detector at this point, I don't really have a problem doing some things for people, like holding an item for a couple days, at most. But anyways, so this thing is ready to go, other than needing a cleaning. And then I went out trash picking yesterday. Didn't really find much of anything. I found this cabinet here, which me and my buddy think was an old server cabinet, maybe. But it'll be, it'll be a good cabinet to use for storing chemicals and stuff. So that'll be nice. And then I found this shelf, which some of you guys probably already saw. Found this at the same house. It's actually a pretty decent little shelf, It ain't perfect. It's a cheap one, but it's in one piece and it's metal. Now, you guys probably saw this in another video. Well, sure enough, I ended up finding another one. And I just couldn't leave it there. I had to grab it. These things are so damn useful. And, yeah, so that'll be nice to have. I might actually bring this one into work because the one we have at work is kind of a piece of shit. I also found something else. I don't normally pick this stuff up anymore just because it's, inherently worthless now. But I found one of these old, extremely common Dell Dimensions. I think this is a 2400, 4700. Pentium 4, man, these things were all over the place. I'm still finding them in the trash, but I actually need some parts out of it, so that's the only reason why I picked it up. But yeah, the van has been well used lately, that's for sure. Bunch of leaves and dirt everywhere. And that'll be for the mower when I load that thing up off camera. So unfortunately, I didn't really get much for you guys in the way of, anything new going on. Anyways, boys, hope you guys, enjoyed this hodgepodge of clips. Hopefully I'll have some more stuff for you guys next weekend. I'm expecting that transmission that I ordered off of eBay to come in. As soon as I get that, I've got the old transmission torn out of that lawnmower. And as soon as that happens, I'm going to install that thing. Hopefully it bolts up fine. From everything that I've read and been told, it seems like it'll work okay, but there's only one way to know, and that's to, throw it in and see what happens. But anyways, boys, you guys, hope you guys enjoyed this video. You all stay classy, rate, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and catch y'all later.